Hi everyone, welcome to the Courtship Plan Square tutorial. This is part of the Read and Crochet Along, RCAL as I like to call it, and this square was inspired by the book The Courtship Plan, which is part of the Amish of Marigold series. And information for purchasing this book and any of my other books is on my website, kathleenfuller.com, along with a free written pattern of this square and all the other squares in the RCAL. Just click on the crochet and knitting tab and you'll find those patterns there. So in order to make this square, you're going to need red heart yarn. Now you can use any kind of yarn, any size hook, any colors or anything like that. But if you want to make this square, you'll need to use the red heart yarn. Okay, so you'll need the yarn in the colors of petal pink, sage, light sage, perfect plum, and light blue. You also need a hook. I'm using a 5mm because I crochet very loosely. You can use whatever hook size is good for your tension and comfort level. I know Red Heart recommends a 5.5mm or eye hook. You'll also need some scissors and a yarn needle. Okay, let's get started. All right, to start the Courtship Plain Square, you're going to make a slip knot. However you want to make your slip knots, I do it this way. And then you're going to chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're going to slip stitch into that first chain, pull through, and that's going to give you a ring, a larger ring than we typically do for these granny squares, but you'll see why in just a second. So you're going to chain 3. And then you're going to put 15 more double crochets into this ring. So 1, 2, and if you use this method where you're making a chain instead of the magic ring, make sure that you're crocheting around your tail because that'll help you cinch it to make it tight in the middle. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. All right, then that tail's almost gone, so I'm going to pull a little tighter. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. And 15. All right, so you should have 16 double crochets total, including that chain 3 that counts as a stitch. So let's make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay, so then we're going to join in the top of that chain 3 and over pull through. All right, but don't fasten off. Round 2, we're going to use the same color. Okay, for round 2, we're going to chain 3. We're going to make a double crochet into the next 2 stitches. That's 1 and 2. Then we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to skip this stitch and then double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Took my eye off my project. for half a second. Okay, so that makes the corner right there. Then we're going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to skip the next crochet, the next stitch, and double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. All right, so then this is what you should have so far, and you're going to do that 2 times more, and I will meet you at the beginning of the round. All right, we're at the beginning of the round. Last thing you should have done is the chain 5, and then we're going to join to the top of the chain 3, just like this. A slip stitch there, right? And this is what you should have when you're done. Now go ahead and fasten off. And if you want to stop and weave in your ends, that's fine. You can do that at any time. I usually prefer to do it at the end of a project, especially when I'm doing granny squares, but for the tutorials, I'm actually weaving them in as I go along because the ends just get in the way. It's just a bunch of floppy mess. So, all right, so we're going to go on to round 3. For round 3, we're going to use light sage. We're going to join in the same stitch, so the top of that chain 3, which is going to be right here. And join. Chain 3 again, just like we did the last round. 1, 2, 3. Double crochet in the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. All right. Then we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. And then in the chain 5 space, which I said earlier was your corner, you're going to put 1 double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then another double crochet. Chain 2. You're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Two, 3. Oh, hello, little golden straggler. And then chain 2 again. And for the corner, you're going to do 1 double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then another double crochet right there in that chain space. And that's going to give you this here. 3 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double, chain 3, another double, chain 2. Don't forget those chain 2s on either side. Then you're going to chain 3, you're going to do 3 double crochets, and you just keep repeating this around. I will meet you at the beginning of the round. All right, we're at the beginning of the round, and as you can see, I ended up playing a little bit of yarn chicken over here. I almost had enough to finish the round, but I didn't want to have too short of an end to weave in, because then that you can't weave it in. So I had to add some yarn, which is perfectly fine. And then after you chain 2 here, you're going to join in the top of that chain 3 at the beginning of the round. And that is going to give you this. Let's get our corners. Yeah, right there. We've got our corners, making sure everything is correct. Looks like it's correct. It's okay if it looks a little off center. Once you block it, and it's gonna, you'll put it in place. Also, if this bunches up a little bit, you can add an extra chain. Instead of chaining 9, you can chain 10. This will also relax, and when you block it, you can put pins here, and then that will help settle this middle down a little bit if you're having that problem. All right, well, I'm gonna take care of these stragglers, and then we will be back for round 4. Okay, for round 4, we're going to join in the same stitch that we fastened off in, that chain 3, with pale plum. This is really pretty color purple. Wouldn't associate it with plums, but you know. This is why I don't name colors. Okay, then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to DC double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Chain 2, 1, 2. Then we're going to front post, oh, I'm sorry, just chain 1. Take that back. Just chain 1. Then we are going to front post double crochet around this stitch here. So yarn over, insert your hook underneath the post of the stitch, pull through, and then just do a double crochet as normal, and that gives you a front post double crochet. Then you're going to do a double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then another double crochet in that chain 3 space, that corner space, chain 1 again. All right, I'm going to undo that. I'm going to keep this mistake because mistakes happen. All right, after you do that front post double crochet, make sure you chain 1. Don't forget the chain 1 like I did. All right, and then in this chain 3 space, you're going to do your double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then double crochet, and that makes your corner, chain 1. Then you're going to front post double crochet around that next stitch. So that gives you the corner. So your corner is going to have front post double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 1, and then another front post double crochet, and then you're going to chain 1 again. And then you're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. All right, and then you're just going to repeat. So we'll do that. I'm going to chain 1, front post double crochet around that stitch, chain 1, in that corner you're going to do a double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, another double crochet, chain 1, front post, and then chain 1. All right, so that's what it should look like. And then you're going to repeat all the way around, and that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll meet you at the beginning of the round. Okay, I'm at the beginning of the round. You should be too. And we're going to go ahead and join in the top of that chain 3 space. And then we're going to fasten off. And this is going to be how the square should be looking so far. We've got one more round to go, round 5, and I will meet you at the beginning of that round. For round 5, we're going to use light blue, and we're going to join again in that same stitch that we fastened off. But instead of chaining 3 like we've been doing, we're going to chain 2. That's going to equal a half double crochet. Then we're going to half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Okay. Chain 1. We're going to front post front post half double crochet around the next stitch. I'm going to chain 1. And then we're going to front post half double crochet around this stitch, chain 1 again, and then in this corner space we're going to put 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, front post double crochet around, front post half double crochet, in the habit from the previous 2 rounds. Okay, you're going to front post half double crochet around this stitch, then you're going to chain 1, front post half double crochet around the next stitch, chain 1, and then you're going to half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Chain 1, and then you'll just repeat. You'll repeat what we did on this corner. So that's going to be a front post half double crochet, chain 1, front post half double crochet, chain 1, three half double crochets, 1, 2, and 3 in the corner space, chain 1, front post half double crochet around the next stitch, chain 1, front post half double crochet around the next stitch, chain 1, and then we're back at our 1 half double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. All right, so go ahead and finish that all around. I'll finish mine and then I'll meet you at the end of the round. Okay, so we're at the beginning of the round and we're going to join at the top of that chain 2 and fasten off. And your square should look like this when you're done. And tighten that up a little bit. Again, mine's a little bunchy, but that's okay. Stitches will relax, especially when they're blocked. And that is the Courtship Plan square. All right, here's the optional round 6 if your square is a little bit small and you need to enlarge it a bit. All right, we're going to join with petal pink, chain 1, then we're going to back post half double crochet. So insert our hook behind the stitch here, and then we're going to go over the post and insert our hook on the other side of the post, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through all 3 loops to complete the half double crochet. We're going to do that again, another half double crochet around the back post, then another one here. Okay, then we're going to chain 1, and here we're going to half post double crochet. So half post here, half post double crochet here, chain 1, half post double crochet, chain 1, skip this next stitch here. We're gonna go into this middle stitch of the 3 stitches here, and we're going to do 2 half doubles, 1 and 2, chain 1, 2 half doubles, chain 1. Sure, I did 2 half doubles there, and I did not. So let me add that other half double there, and then we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to front post half double here, chain 1, front post half double here, chain 1, and then we're going to do the back post stitches here. So 1 half back post half double, 2 back post half double, 3 back post half double, chain 1, and now we're doing the front posts. 1 front post half, chain 1, front post half, chain 1, skip this stitch, 1, 2 half doubles, chain 1, 1 and 2 half doubles, chain 1, and we're going to repeat that around. So there we got the front posts. Make sure you chain 1, the back post here, front post here. Make sure you have your chain 1s like I said. And to go ahead and finish that round, and I'll meet you at the beginning. All right, and we are back at the beginning. Make sure you chain 1 again. I keep saying that because I keep skipping the chain 1, so I want to make sure that everybody remembers to do those. And then we're just going to join here in that first back post half double crochet. Insert your hook at the top, then yarn over, pull through, And then we will fasten off. And that is the Courtship Plan Square, which will even itself out once you block it. And that's the Courtship Plan Square, part of the RCal, Read and Crochet Along. Check out my other tutorials under the RCal playlist. And I will see you next time. Bye.